Hello, beautiful people. It is a beautiful day to be alive, indeed. And this is a video that I have been excited about for quite some time now. So today I am going to be sharing my wedding planning experience. So my wedding planning experience was unique in that with my fiance at the time living in Korea, most of my support in terms of family being in Georgia and in Texas, I definitely enjoyed their support from a distance, and I made it a intention to enjoy the wedding planning process, as difficult as some people may find it to be. I tried to find the joy in it and to appreciate every piece of advice that was given to me from my church family, from my distant support, and even from my photographer, Erin Paris, who did a phenomenal job. I will be leaving some of her information below. Without further ado, let's get into the video. I'd like to shout out my wonderful church family at Ohana Baptist Church on Oahu, who have become a family to me, and I'm so appreciative of everyone who made the effort to plan and coordinate a bridal shower for me. One of my favorites has to be a cake that congratulated us on our nuptials. Thank you, Lindsay, for coming with me to try on dresses. After only meeting me at church 2 days before, I tried on dresses in a dress shop. I tried on a dress that I found on Facebook Marketplace, and I finally found my dress on Azazi. That's how I pronounce it. But it is a wonderful service. I was able to give them my measurements, and then they shipped me a dress that was made exactly for me. My flower girl dress. Don't overlook Sam's Club girl. Next, we're going to talk about the venue. So the venue, after arduous searching over a period of time, I found Kapila Gardens on Facebook Marketplace, and it turned out to be the perfect venue for us to have our wedding, to be able to enjoy the beautiful scenery outside and to enjoy the beautiful Hawaii weather with our family. Next, I'd like to talk about our food. So I've known for a long time that I wanted to have a baked potato bar at my wedding. So we ordered a baked potato bar from Ruby Tuesdays. Shout out to the Robinson family for helping us in the preparation of the meat. For dessert, we did cake balls from V's Treats. She went as far as fulfilling our request to have a little bride and a little groom cake balls. So next, we're going to talk about the arbor. So the arbor is always a focal point in all of the wedding photos, and I knew that I wanted it to be unique, I wanted it to be special, and thankfully our church had a arbor structure that was available, and Mitch, myself, Miss Lorraine, Miss Noel, we all spent a couple of hours at church one evening messing with the material that we would put over the arbor, and spent plenty of time messing with a nail gun, figuring out how to get the flowers to stay in place, but I think it turned out beautifully. Something else that I designed and incorporated into our wedding was different signs for different areas. All of those I made on Canva. For some of our table decor, I'd like to give a shout out to my beautiful friends, Abby and Miranda, who spent countless hours helping me put those together, and I am so appreciative for that. The memorial table was something that I was inspired by, something that I saw on Pinterest, and Miranda found a photo frame at a thrift shop and gifted that to me. I was able to personalize it and then add photos of some of our very close loved ones who weren't able to be at our wedding on the day of the ceremony, but that were most certainly there in our hearts. I'm so very glad that I took the time to make that a detail at our wedding. One of the last details that I'm going to talk about were some of the decorations that I made for the wedding. So I made some banners that we hung on the front of our food tables and some of the other side tables that we use for different things, to include some hearts and some moon phases. The hearts were actually made of quotes from books that Mitch and I have read together, that we've enjoyed together. Whenever Mitch was in Korea, often he would choose a book, he would read it, and then he would upload it so that I could watch and listen to him read. And that was something that was very sentimental to me and very important to me during our relationship. And I'm so glad that we're able to incorporate some quotes from those books that we shared together over the period of our dating relationship into our wedding day. These are just some of the small things that I incorporated. A lot of things were either borrowed from the church. I did buy some flowers online. I did buy a couple of spools of ribbon from Walmart to incorporate into some of our table decor. Our photographer, but she did a phenomenal job getting everyone together on the day of the wedding, helping us to truly focus on the moment, the significance of the moment as a pivotal point in each of our lives, moving from a period of singleness to a period of where we have become one before God and before our family, and just really taking the time to ensure that we were connected to that awareness on our special day, and I'm so grateful for that. One of her suggestions, some fruits on each of the table. We had bananas and limes and apples and pineapples, and it definitely added dimension to each of the tables, and I think it was a beautiful detail to incorporate into our table decor. And lastly, I'd like to thank all of the people who helped with the details, the people who grabbed water for us, the people who helped with grabbing ice, which is a very important detail to consider for your wedding day, especially if it's going to be outdoors and it's going to be in Hawaii. And thank you to all the people who came to help set up, for all of the people who came to break down, for everyone who showered us with love and with gifts. I could never fully express my gratitude, and I'm so grateful to have had this experience, and it was beyond anything that I could have ever imagined. So, thank you for listening. I hope you caught a glimpse of what it could be like to arrange and coordinate a wedding in Hawaii. It's not as scary as you might think, but it does take some time and some effort. Until next time, I love all of you beautiful people.